Phonetics and phonology analysis. Articulatory phonetics. Articulatory phonetics is the branch of phonetics that deals with the physical aspect of speech production, focusing on the movement and positions of the articulators, in brackets speech organs, during the production of speech sounds. The articulators include the tongue, lips, vocal cords, and other structures involved in shaping the oral and nasal cavities. One key aspect of articulatory phonetics is the classification of speech sound based on their articulatory features. Sounds are categorized by the place of articulation, manner of articulation, and voicing. Place of articulation refers to where in the vocal tract the airflow is restricted, such as bilabial, both lips, alveolar, the alveolar ridge, and the velar at the soft palate. The tongue plays a central role in articulation, and its movements are crucial in forming distinct sounds. The International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, represent these sounds using symbols that correlate with the specific articulatory features. For instance, the symbol P represents a voiceless bilabial stop, indicating that the sound is produced by bringing both lips together and blocking the airflow. Articulatory phonetics also considers co-articulation, the phenomenon where the articulators move simultaneously to produce multiple sounds in quick sessions. This dynamic process influences the acoustic properties of speech. Understanding articulatory phonetics is essential for various fields, including linguistics, speech pathology, and language teaching. Researchers and professionals in these areas use articulatory phonetics to analyze and describe speech patterns, diagnose speech disorders, and develop effective language instruction methods. Acoustic phonetics. Speech sounds are produced by the movement of air through the vocal tract, creating pressure variations that result in sound waves. Acoustic phonetics examine these sound waves in terms of three main characteristics: frequency, intensity, and duration. Frequency refers to the number of cycles per second and is perceived as pitch in speech. Vowels, for example, are characterized by distinct frequencies contributing to their passive differences. Consonants, on the other hand, exhibit frequency patterns related to the distinctive features. Intensity in the amplitude or strength of the sound waves and is perceived as loudness. Variations in intensity contribute to the perception of stress, emphasis, or different speech sounds. Duration refers to the length of time a sound persists. Different speech sounds have varying duration, and these variations are critical for distinguishing between sounds and forming meaningful linguistic contrast. Formants are resonant frequencies in the speech spectrum that play a crucial role in vowel perception. Each vowel is associated with specific format frequencies, aiding vowel identification and differentiation. Spectrograms are visual representation of sounds, displaying out the frequency content of speech changes over time. They are essential in acoustic phonetics for analyzing and understanding the acoustic structure of speech sound. Co-articulation is another important aspect of acoustic phonetics, referring to the phenomenon where the articulation of one speech sound influences the production of neighboring sound. This results in dynamic and context-dependent acoustic patterns. Auditory phonetics. Auditory phonetics is a crucial aspect of language processing that involves the recognition, discrimination, and interpretation of sounds pattern with spoken language. The cognitive skills is fundamental to language development, literacy, and effective communication. Here we delve into key aspects of auditory phonology, exploring its role in linguistic processing and its significance in various contexts. Definition and scope. Auditory phonology refers to the ability to recognize and manipulate the sounds of a spoken language. It involves skills such as phonemic awareness, the capacity to identify and manipulate individual sounds, phonemes in words, and phonological memories, which is the ability to retain and recall sound patterns. Phonemic awareness, this component of auditory phonology is crucial for reading and spelling. Individuals with strong phonemic awareness can identify and manipulate the sounds in words, written accurately. This skill is foundational in early literacy and playing a key role in the development of proficient reading. Phonological memory. Auditory phonology involves the working memory ability to temporarily hold and manipulate auditory information. This is essential to tasks such as following verbal instructions, remembering spoken directions, and comprehending complex sentences. Phonological is closely linked to language comprehension and learning. The capacity to discriminate between different speech sounds is a vital aspect of auditory phonology. This skill allows individuals to distinguish between similar sounding words and understand the nonsense of spoken language. Speech discrimination is crucial for effective communication, particularly in noisy or challenging listening environment. Neurological basis research suggests that auditory phonology is associated with specific neural network, including areas in the temporal lobe. Individuals with language disorders such as dyslexia may exhibit challenges in auditory phonological processing. Understanding the neurological basis, if the skills contribute in intervention and support for individuals' language difficulties. Segmental phonology is a branch of linguistics that focuses on the study of individual speech sounds or segments within a language. These segments, known as phonemes, are the smallest unit of sound that can distinguish words from each other. Understand segmental phonology involves meaning, the articulation, the features of sound waves associated with the specific phonemes. Phonetics is closely linked to segmental phonology, providing a foundation of understanding the production of acoustic nature of speech.